Hello guys, welcome to the English Easier with Eric. In this video, you will listen to some daily English conversations in different situations and places. Definitely, you will learn useful vocabulary, phrases, and improve your English speaking and listening skills. Let's take a look.
I have to turn over a new leaf.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about my lifestyle, and I've decided I have to turn over a new leaf.
That's a big decision. What's brought this on?
I've been feeling stuck and unsatisfied with the way I've been living. It's time for a change.
It takes courage to admit that and make a commitment to change. What are your plans?
I want to start by prioritizing my health, exercise more, eat better, and get enough rest.
That's a good start. Self-care is important. What else?
I also want to be more responsible with my finances and work on my relationships. I've been neglecting those aspects of my life.
It sounds like you've done some soul searching. I admire your determination.
Thanks. It won't be easy, but I'm committed to turning over a new leaf and being a better version of myself.
I'm here to support you every step of the way. Change can be challenging, but it's often for the best.
I appreciate that. It's time for a fresh start, and I'm ready for it.
I have to think on my feet.
Hey, I heard the meeting got moved up to today. Are you prepared?
Not at all. It was supposed to be next week. I've got to think on my feet.
Yikes. What's your plan?
I'll review the key points and make some quick notes. I'll have to wing it.
Well, you've always been great at improvising.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'd rather have more time to prepare.
I can imagine. But sometimes, thinking on your feet leads to the best solutions.
True. It's an opportunity to showcase adaptability.
And your experience can help. You've got a solid foundation to build on.
I appreciate the support. Let's hope it goes well.
Just stay composed, stay focused, and trust your instincts.
I'll give it my best shot. Thanks for the pep talk.
You've got this. Remember, thinking on your feet can be a strength, not a weakness.
You're right. I'll make it work.
It's not a big deal.
I can't believe I forgot to pick up the cake for the party. What a disaster.
Relax, it's not a big deal. We can figure something out.
But it's the centerpiece of the party, and everyone's expecting it.
It's just a cake. We can run to the bakery and get one or order something else.
I know, but I wanted everything to be perfect.
I understand, but sometimes things don't go as planned. It doesn't mean the whole event will be ruined.
I guess you're right. I'm just stressing out for nothing.
Exactly. We'll find a solution, and in the end, no one will even remember the cake mishap.
You're right. Thanks for keeping me grounded.
That's what friends are for. Remember, it's not a big deal, and we'll make sure the party is great.
Thanks for being so understanding. Let's go get that cake.
Great! I knew you'd see it's not the end of the world.
It's a walk on the wild side.
Hey, I heard you're planning a backpacking trip to the Amazon rainforest. That's quite a walk on the wild side.
You got it. I've always wanted to explore the untamed beauty of the rainforest. It's going to be an adventure of a lifetime.
It sure is. Have you made all the necessary preparations?
Yeah, I've been doing my research and got all the required gear. I even took survival training classes.
That's impressive. But it's no walk in the park. The Amazon can be quite challenging.
I know, and that's why I'm so excited. It's a walk on the wild side, and I'm ready for the unexpected.
What's your main goal on this journey?
Apart from experiencing nature at its purest, I want to raise awareness about rainforest conservation. It's a fragile ecosystem that needs protection.
That's a noble cause. Your walk on the wild side is for a greater purpose.
Thanks. I hope it makes a difference. Nature is a wonder, and we should do all we can to preserve it.
Stay safe out there and take lots of pictures. I can't wait to hear all about your adventure when you return.
I will, and I'm looking forward to sharing my wild journey with you.
Hold back from, refrain from doing something.
Have you submitted your proposal for the new project?
Not yet. I'm hesitating. I want to hold back from presenting it until I've fine-tuned a few details.
What's holding you back? The deadline is approaching, and your input is crucial.
I know, but I'm still uncertain about a couple of aspects. I don't want to rush it and risk overlooking important elements.
I understand the need for perfection, but sometimes you've got to let go of the minor details. Your overall idea is solid, and the team needs to review it.
I guess I'm just cautious. I'll work on it a bit more today and then submit it tomorrow.
That sounds reasonable. Just don't hold back from sharing your progress with the team. We can provide valuable feedback to help you refine those details.
You're right. I shouldn't isolate myself in the process. I'll share the draft with everyone today and gather input.
Good plan! Collaboration is key. Don't hold back from utilizing the team's expertise in shaping the proposal.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll make sure to keep everyone in the loop and move forward with the submission.
It's an uphill battle.
I've been working on this project, and it feels like it's an uphill battle.
I can imagine how tough that must be. What's been the biggest challenge?
Well, there are so many obstacles in my way. It's like every step forward takes twice the effort.
I get it. Sometimes it feels like the universe is conspiring against you.
Exactly. It's been really frustrating, and I'm not sure if I can keep going.
I know it's tough, but remember, the view from the top is worth the climb. You've got the determination to make it through.
Thanks for the pep talk. I needed that.
No problem. We all face uphill battles in life. It's how we grow and learn. You're stronger than you think.
You're right. I'll keep pushing forward and tackle this head on.
That's the spirit. And when you reach the summit, you'll be proud of what you've achieved.
Thanks for the support. It means a lot.
Anytime. We're in this together.
It's a turning point.
I think this moment could be a turning point in our lives.
I've been feeling the same way. Everything seems to be coming together, and it's like we're on the cusp of something big.
Exactly. I've been reflecting on where we've come from and the choices we've made, and it's clear that we're at a crossroads.
It's thrilling and a bit daunting, don't you think?
Definitely. Change can be both exhilarating and intimidating, but it's how we embrace this turning point that will define our future.
You're right. We have the power to shape our path from here on. What do you see on the horizon?
Well, I see new opportunities, fresh challenges, and a chance to pursue our dreams more passionately. It's about taking that leap of faith.
I'm ready for it. We've worked hard for this moment, and I believe we're prepared for whatever comes our way.
It's reassuring to have your support. Together, we can navigate this turning point and make it the start of something incredible.
Agreed. Let's step into this unknown with confidence and determination. It's a turning point, and it's going to be amazing.
What do you feel like doing?
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like.
Hey, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. What do you feel like doing?
I'm up for anything. How about a hike? It's been a while since we hit the trails.
That sounds refreshing. We could go to that nature reserve we talked about last time. Remember the one with the stunning views?
Oh yeah, that place was incredible. Count me in. Should we pack a picnic too?
Absolutely. I'll make some sandwiches, and we can grab some fresh fruit. It'll be a nice break during the hike.
Perfect. And maybe we can find a quiet spot by a stream to enjoy our picnic.
Sounds idyllic. What time should we head out?
How about we start around 10 a.m.? That way, We can beat the midday heat and have plenty of time to explore.
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring my camera too. The scenery there is too beautiful not to capture.
Excellent idea. Let's make it a day filled with adventure and memories.
Agreed. I can't wait for our nature escape.
I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend.
Fill out. Complete a form or document.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great.
Hey, have you had a chance to fill out that job application yet?
Yeah, I filled it out yesterday. It took longer than I expected. They had so many questions.
I know what you mean. I had to fill out an application for a scholarship last week, and it felt like a never-ending form.
Exactly. Plus, I had to fill out my work history and references, and that always takes a while.
Did you fill out the section about your skills and qualifications too?
Yes, I made sure to fill out all the sections completely. I want to give them a comprehensive picture of my qualifications.
Good thinking. Filling out all those details can make a difference in the selection process.
I agree. It's important to be thorough when you fill out these applications to increase your chances of getting the job or opportunity you want.
Thanks for the reminder. I have another application to fill out today, so I'll make sure to be just as thorough as you are.
Jealousy.
You never listen to me, Sarah. I can't believe we're having this same argument again.
What are you talking about? I listen to you all the time.
No, you don't. Every time I try to talk to you about something important, you're always on your phone or distracted with something else.
I'm sorry, okay. It's just that I have so much going on with work and the kids. I didn't realize it bothered you that much.
Husband, it's not just about being bothered. It feels like you don't value what I have to say. I want to feel heard and understood in this relationship.
I understand now, and I'll try to be more present. But please understand that it's not intentional. Let's find a way to communicate better, maybe set aside specific times to talk, without any distractions.
That sounds like a good start. I just want us to reconnect and feel like we're really listening to each other. Can we work on that together?
Yes, we can. I love you, and I want us to have a better understanding. Let's make a conscious effort to improve our listening skills and strengthen our communication.
I have my hands full.
Hey, could you help me carry these boxes to the car? I have my hands full.
Of course, no problem. You seem to be packing quite a lot. Anything I should be careful with?
Just be a bit gentle with the one on top. It's fragile. Thanks for lending a hand.
Not a problem at all. Happy to help. Is this everything, or do you need another trip?
This should be the last of it. Just these boxes and the bag by the door.
Got it. And where are you taking all of this?
I'm donating most of it to the local shelter, and the rest is for recycling. Trying to declutter and do some good at the same time.
That's really thoughtful of you. Well, let's get this loaded up. Anything else you need before we head out?
Nope, I think that's it. Thanks again for your help. I couldn't have managed without you.
You're welcome. Always here to assist a friend in need. Let's get these boxes to your car.
I have to save face.
I can't believe I made that mistake during the presentation today. It was so embarrassing.
Don't worry too much about it. Everyone makes mistakes. You just have to save face and move on.
It's just that I had prepared so well, and then I blanked out in front of the whole team.
Well, you're not alone in messing up a presentation. It happens to the best of us. What's important is how you handle it now.
I'm thinking about sending an email to the team, acknowledging the error, and providing the correct information.
That's a good idea. Honesty and transparency can go a long way in saving face in situations like this.
But I can't help but feel so embarrassed.
I understand, but remember, making a mistake doesn't define your abilities or your worth. It's a learning experience, and it shows that you're human.
Thanks for your support. I'll send that email and try to focus on doing better next time.
That's the spirit. We all stumble, but it's how we recover and improve that truly matters.
It's all water under the bridge.
Hey, I wanted to talk about what happened last week.
Oh, that? It's all water under the bridge.
Really? I thought you were pretty upset about it.
Well, I was at the time, but I've had some time to think about it, and it's not worth dwelling on.
I appreciate that. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I know, and I appreciate you saying that. But let's not rehash it. We're good.
Thanks for being so understanding. I was worried it might affect our friendship.
Nah, we've been through too much together. One little hiccup won't change that.
I'm glad to hear that. So, what do you want to do this weekend?
Let's not worry about the past. How about we plan for the future and have a fun weekend together?
Sounds like a plan. It's all water under the bridge.
That's the spirit. Let's make some new memories.
Find out, discover or learn something.
You won't believe what I found out yesterday.
What happened? What did you find out?
I found out that our favorite restaurant is closing down next month.
No way. I had no idea. How did you find out?
I found out when I was talking to the owner. They've been struggling to stay afloat, and they couldn't renew the lease.
That's such sad news. It was our go-to place. I'm going to miss it.
Me too. But on a brighter note, I also found out about a new Italian restaurant opening in the same neighborhood.
Really? That's great. Where did you find out about it?
I found out from a friend who lives nearby. They said it's going to have an amazing menu.
That's exciting. I'm glad you found out about it. We'll have to check it out when it opens.
Absolutely. I'll keep you updated on the opening date once I find out more details.
What are you up to?
Hey there, long time no see. What are you up to?
Oh, hey. Not much, just running errands and trying to stay productive. How about you?
I've been keeping busy with work and some personal projects. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask you for some advice.
Of course, I'm all ears. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking of starting my own small business, and I remember you had some experience with that. Any tips for a newbie like me?
That's exciting. Sure, I'd be happy to share what I've learned. First, you need a solid business plan and a clear understanding of your target audience. Then, focus on marketing and building an online presence.
Thanks, that's a good starting point. I'll definitely do some research and planning. By the way, are you still pursuing your passion project?
Yes, I am. It's been a bit challenging juggling it with my day job, but I'm making progress. It's all about finding the right balance, you know.
Absolutely, balance is key. Well, it's been great catching up and getting some advice. Let's grab a coffee soon and continue this conversation.
Sounds like a plan. I'd love to catch up more. Have a great day, and good luck with your business venture.
Thanks, you too.
Go along with, agree with or support a decision or idea.
Hey, I was thinking about suggesting a new project management system for the team. What do you think?
Interesting. What exactly are you proposing?
Well, I believe we should go along with adopting a more collaborative platform. It could streamline our communication and project tracking.
I see your point, but we've been using the current system for a while now. Is it worth the effort to make a change?
Absolutely. I've done some research, and the benefits of the new system far outweigh the initial adjustments. Plus, many other teams have successfully implemented it.
I'm not completely convinced, but if you can show that it will enhance our efficiency, I might go along with it.
Great. I'll put together a brief presentation to illustrate how it can improve our workflow. Let's discuss it further in the next team meeting.
Okay, sounds good. I'm willing to consider it if the benefits are clear.
Back up, move in reverse or support someone or something.
Hey, I heard you're planning to launch your own business. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's been a dream of mine for a while. But I'm a bit nervous about the financial side of things.
Don't worry. You've got a solid business plan, right?
I do, but I could use some advice. Would you mind backing me up with some financial guidance?
Absolutely. I've been through this before, and I'm happy to back you up. First, make sure you back up your projections with realistic numbers. Investors appreciate transparency.
Good point. I'll revise that. And what about marketing?
Back up your marketing strategy with a strong online presence. Social media can be a powerful tool.
Got it. Thanks for backing me up on this. It means a lot.
No problem. We all need someone to back us up when taking on new challenges. Just back up your passion with hard work, and you'll do great.
It's all part of the plan.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful.
It seems like everything is falling into place for your project.
Yes, it is. It's all part of the plan, and I'm thrilled to see it coming together.
That's great to hear. You must have put a lot of thought and effort into this.
Oh, absolutely. I spent months strategizing, and it's so rewarding to see the pieces align.
I'm sure it wasn't always smooth sailing. Were there any unexpected challenges along the way?
Definitely. There were moments when I had to adapt and make quick decisions, but it's all part of the plan. You have to be flexible in this kind of project.
Your positive attitude is inspiring. How do you stay so composed when things get tough?
Well, I remind myself that challenges are opportunities in disguise. They make the journey more exciting.
Wise words. I'm learning a lot from your experience.
I appreciate that. Remember, it's all part of the plan, and embracing the process is key to success.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep that in mind for my own ventures.
You've got this. Stay focused on your goals, and you'll see how everything falls into place.
I got all this potential that's deep inside of me.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action.
So, we've discussed the project for a while now. What are your thoughts on the next steps?
I think the ball is in your court. You've got a solid plan in place, and it's time to take the lead on the execution.
I appreciate your input, but I also value your expertise in this area. I believe we can make the best progress if we both take some ownership. What do you think you can handle?
Well, I can certainly handle the research and data collection part. I'll get started on that right away.
Great. I'll focus on creating the initial framework and outline for our proposal. We can reconvene in a few days to discuss our progress and align our efforts.
Sounds like a plan. I'm glad we're both committed to making this project a success.
Absolutely. It's crucial that we work together effectively, especially when the ball is in our court. Our collaboration will lead us to the finish line.
The apple of my eye, someone cherished and loved.
I just wanted to tell you, you're the apple of my eye.
Really? That's so sweet of you to say.
I mean it. You bring so much joy and positivity into my life. You're special to me.
That's such a lovely thing to hear. You mean a lot to me too.
Every time I see you smile, it brightens my day. Your presence is like a ray of sunshine.
You have no idea how much your words mean to me. You're the apple of my eye too.
I'm glad to hear that. I cherish the moments we spend together.
Likewise. It's wonderful to have someone like you in my life.
Whether it's a simple chat or an adventure, being with you is always a special experience.
You have a way of making the ordinary extraordinary. I'm truly grateful for our friendship.
That's the thing about the apple of my eye. Everything becomes more meaningful with you around.
I feel the same way. Here's to many more moments together.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I heard you're considering that new job in the disaster relief field. I hear it's intense.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. The work is incredibly challenging, and the conditions can be harsh.
What motivates you to pursue a career like that?
It's the desire to make a difference and help those in need. I've always felt a strong calling for this kind of work.
I admire your dedication, but doesn't it take an emotional toll?
It can be emotionally draining, no doubt. But the sense of purpose and the knowledge that I'm providing aid to people in crisis keeps me going.
You must encounter some harrowing situations. How do you cope?
Support from my team and coping mechanisms are crucial. We're like a family out there, and we lean on each other.
Well, I have to say, your strength and resilience are truly inspiring.
Thank you, but it's not just me. Many people do this kind of work, and they're the unsung heroes. It's all about making the world a little better, one step at a time.
I have a lot of respect for what you do. It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
I appreciate your kind words. It's a challenging path, but it's worth it when you see the positive impact it has on people's lives.
Buying plane ticket.
Hi, I'm looking to purchase a plane ticket to New York City. Can you help me with that?
Absolutely. I can assist you with booking a ticket to New York City. When do you plan on traveling?
I'm planning to fly out next month around the 15th.
Great. And will this be a one-way ticket or a round trip?
I need a round-trip ticket, please.
Okay. Let me check the available options for you. Are you flexible with the dates? Or do you have specific return dates in mind?
I have some flexibility, but ideally, I'd like to return around the 22nd or 23rd.
Noted. I'm checking the flights for you. Would you prefer a morning, afternoon, or evening departure?
I would prefer a morning departure if possible.
I have found a few options that match your preferences. The prices range from $400 to $600 depending on the airline and specific flights. Are you interested in any particular airline?
I don't have a preference for the airline. I'm more focused on the timing and price.
Understood. Based on your preferences, I recommend flight XYZ departing on the 15th at 9 o'clock a.m. and returning on the 23rd at 11 o'clock a.m. The total cost would be $520. Would you like to proceed with this booking?
That sounds perfect. Yes, please go ahead and book it for me.
All right, I'll need your personal information and payment details. Let's get started with the booking process.
Do over, redo or repeat a task.
I can't believe I made so many mistakes on this report. I need to do it over.
Don't worry, we all make errors. Just take a deep breath and start fresh.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do over the sections that need corrections and make it perfect this time.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, doing it over makes the final result even better.
Okay, I'm done with the revisions. The report is much improved after doing it over.
I'm glad to hear that. Your dedication to doing it over paid off.
Thanks for your support and encouragement. I needed that motivation to do it over and not get discouraged.
Of course, we all have moments where we need to do something over, and it's all part of the learning process.
You're right, and I've learned a lot from this experience. I'll be more careful next time.
That's the spirit. Just remember, it's okay to do something over if it leads to improvement and growth.
Absolutely. I won't shy away from doing it over when necessary. Thanks for your understanding.
It's not what it seems.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day.
I heard you finally got that dream job. Congrats!
Thanks, but honestly, it's not what it seems.
What do you mean? I thought you were really excited about it.
Well, I was. But I've come to realize that the work environment here is quite different from what they portrayed in the interviews.
Oh, that's disappointing. Can you elaborate on what's not as expected?
The job description was all about creativity and innovation. But in reality, there's a lot of bureaucracy and limitations on what we can actually do.
That's frustrating. Have you talked to your supervisor or HR about it?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. I don't want to jump to conclusions too quickly, but it's clear things aren't what they seemed.
I hope it gets better for you. Sometimes, it takes a little time to adjust, and maybe they're open to feedback.
I appreciate your support. I'll give it some time and see how things develop. But yeah, it's not the dream job I imagined.
I'm here for you, whatever you decide to do. Just remember to keep your options open and prioritize your happiness.
Cut across, take a shorter route or shortcut.
Have you ever tried to cut across the park to get to the office faster?
Yeah, a couple of times. It does save some time, but I heard it's not allowed.
Really? I've been doing it for weeks, and no one said anything. It's such a convenient way to cut across the traffic.
I might give it a shot then. I'm always running late, and any opportunity to cut across and save time is worth considering.
Just be discreet about it. There's a little path near the fountain that lets you cut across without being too obvious.
Thanks for the tip. I'll try it tomorrow morning. How much time do you usually cut across by taking that route?
I'd say at least 10 minutes. It's a lifesaver on busy mornings.
Awesome. I'll definitely give it a try. It's about time I found a way to cut across the morning rush.
Trust me, once you start cutting across, you won't want to go back to the regular route. It's a game changer.
Would you like to grab a coffee this afternoon?
Hey there, how's your day going? Would you like to grab a coffee this afternoon?
Hi. My day's been a bit hectic, but a coffee break sounds like just what I need. Sure, let's do it.
Awesome. There's a new cafe that just opened up around the corner. Have you been there before?
No, I haven't. I'm always up for trying a new place. What's it called?
It's called Mellow Brews. They have a great selection of coffee and some delicious pastries.
Sounds perfect. What time were you thinking?
How about 3:00 p.m.? That should give us a good break without rushing.
3:00 p.m. works for me. I'll wrap up this report I'm working on and meet you there.
Great. I'll see you at Mellow Brews at 3:00. Looking forward to catching up.
Likewise. It's been too long since we had a chance to chat.
See you soon, then. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. See you at 3:00 p.m.
Come in, enter a room or building.
Come in.
Hi, I'm here for the meeting.
Welcome. Please come in and take a seat.
Thank you. Is this the right conference room?
Yes, you've come in the right place. Our team usually meets here for discussions.
Great. I was a bit worried I might not find it. Is everyone here already?
No, not yet. You're one of the first to come in. We're still waiting for a few more attendees.
All right, I'll grab a seat and wait for the others to come in.
Sounds good. Feel free to come in and make yourself comfortable. Would you like some water or coffee while we wait?
Yes, a glass of water would be nice. Thanks.
How does pizza sound?
Hey, how does pizza sound for dinner tonight?
Oh, pizza sounds fantastic. I've been craving it all week. What toppings are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking we could go for a classic pepperoni and mushroom combo. Does that work for you?
Absolutely. You can never go wrong with pepperoni and mushrooms. Should we order from our usual place?
Yeah, that place makes the best pizza in town. I'll give them a call and place the order.
Great. And can we add some garlic knots to the order? I love those things.
Of course, garlic nuts are a must. How about a salad to balance it out a bit?
Sure, a Caesar salad would be perfect. Thanks for thinking of that.
No problem. Happy to keep it balanced. Okay, I'll make the call and it should be here in about 30 minutes.
Perfect. I can't wait. Pizza night is the best night.
Give in, yield or surrender to a demand or temptation.
I've been trying to stick to my diet, but it's so hard with all these delicious snacks around.
I get it. It's tough to resist temptation. You shouldn't give in, though. You've come so far with your healthy eating.
I know, but last night, I gave in to that chocolate cake. It was just too tempting.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself. We all give in to cravings once in a while. The key is not to let it become a habit.
You're right. I need to get back on track and not let one slip up discourage me.
Exactly. Giving in occasionally is normal, but it's important not to give up on your goals.
Thanks for the encouragement. I won't let one piece of cake ruin my progress.
That's the spirit. Remember, it's about making consistent, healthy choices in the long run, not about never giving in to treats.
I appreciate your support. I'll keep pushing forward and not give in to temptation next time.
You've got this. Keep up the good work.
Cut off, remove or disconnect something.
Do you know if we can cut off the water supply to the garden hose? It's been leaking for days.
Yeah, I can show you how to do it. Let's go to the basement. We need to cut off the main valve.
Thanks, I appreciate it. The constant dripping is wasting so much water.
Here it is. You can cut off the water supply by turning this valve clockwise.
Great, I'll remember that. And if you don't mind, could you also show me how to cut off the gas supply to the fireplace? I'm planning some maintenance.
Of course. It's essential to know how to cut off gas lines. Follow me to the utility room. To cut off the gas, you need to turn this valve here clockwise as well. Remember to do this safely and only when necessary.
Thanks a lot. It's good to know how to cut off these utilities in case of emergencies or maintenance.
Where did you go in Europe?
ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah.
Hi, I couldn't help but notice your luggage tag. It says you just returned from Europe. Where did you go?
Oh, yes. I had an incredible trip to Europe. I visited several countries. It was an adventure.
That sounds amazing. Which countries did you explore?
Well, I started in Spain and visited Barcelona and Madrid. Then I made my way to Italy, exploring Rome, Florence, and Venice. After that, I traveled to France and spent some time in Paris. Lastly, I visited the Netherlands and spent a few days in Amsterdam.
Wow, that's quite the European journey. How was your experience in each country?
Each country had its unique charm. In Spain, I fell in love with the vibrant culture and stunning architecture. Italy was a dream come true, with its rich history and delicious food. Paris was simply magical, and Amsterdam had a relaxed and laid-back atmosphere.
It sounds like you had a well-rounded experience. Did you have any favorite highlights or memorable moments?
Oh, there were so many. Climbing to the top of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, standing in awe of the Colosseum in Rome, enjoying a romantic gondola ride in Venice, and biking along the canals in Amsterdam were definitely some of the highlights.
I'm glad you had such an incredible trip. Your stories have me itching to plan my own European adventure someday.
I highly recommend it. Europe has so much to offer, and each country has its own unique charm. I'm sure you'll have an amazing time whenever you decide to go.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. It was great talking to you.
You're welcome. It was lovely chatting with you too. Have a fantastic day.
Asking for opinions.
Hey, I've been thinking about getting a new hairstyle. What do you think?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, it really depends on what kind of change you're looking for. Do you want something drastically different or just a subtle tweak?
I'm open to both, honestly. I'm just feeling like it's time for a change and wanted your opinion.
Got it. Well, I think you could definitely pull off a shorter cut. It might give you a fresh and more modern look.
Shorter. I've never really gone that route before. But it's worth considering. What about color?
Well, your current color suits you well, but if you're up for it, maybe a few highlights could add some dimension and vibrancy.
Highlights, huh? I've always been a bit hesitant about coloring my hair, but I like the idea of adding some depth to it.
Yeah, highlights can be a fun way to experiment without going too extreme. Plus, they can really enhance your features.
That's true. Thanks for your input. I'll definitely keep all of this in mind when I head to the salon.
Of course. Remember, it's all about what makes you feel confident and comfortable. Your opinion matters the most.
I appreciate your honesty. I guess I just needed a second opinion to help me make up my mind.
Happy to help. Just remember, whatever you decide, you'll rock it.
Thanks for the support. I'm excited to see how this new look turns out.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't risk everything on a single plan or investment.
You know, I've been thinking about my investments lately. I've got a substantial amount in one stock, and it's been performing well.
Well, that's good to hear, but remember the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversifying your investments can be a smart move.
I've heard that before, but I'm worried about missing out on the potential gains if I spread my investments too thin.
I understand your concern, but putting everything in one place is risky. What if that stock takes a nosedive? You could lose a lot. Diversification helps spread the risk.
I suppose you're right. So, how do I go about diversifying?
You can consider investing in different sectors, like tech, healthcare, or real estate, and perhaps some bonds or mutual funds. It helps reduce the overall risk. And even if one investment doesn't perform well, the others might balance it out.
That makes sense. I'll do some research and consider reevaluating my portfolio. Thanks for the advice. I guess I shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket.
You're welcome. It's a wise strategy to protect your investments for the long run.
Meeting an old friend.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's not. Please go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Do you remember me?
Oh my goodness, it's you. How could I forget? We were good friends in college. It's been years.
Yes, it's incredible how time flies. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you boarding the plane.
Likewise. What are the odds of us being on the same flight? How have you been?
Life has had its ups and downs, but overall, I can't complain. How about you? What have you been up to?
Well, after college, I pursued my passion for photography, and now work as a freelance photographer. It's been a fulfilling journey.
That's amazing. I always knew you had a talent for capturing moments. I ended up working in marketing, and it's been quite an adventure.
It's great to catch up. We should definitely make plans to meet up properly and reminisce about old times.
Absolutely. Let's exchange contact information before we part ways. It would be wonderful to reconnect.
Definitely. Here's my phone number and email. Stay in touch, and let's make those plans soon.
I will, and I look forward to it. Safe travels, and it was so good seeing you again.
Thank you, and same to you. Take care, and let's reconnect soon.
It's all over now.
I can't believe it's all over now.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap my head around. Endings are always bittersweet.
True, but this chapter in my life was a significant one. I'm going to miss it.
Change is never easy, but it often brings new beginnings. What's next for you?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I guess I'll take some time to reflect and figure out my next steps.
That sounds like a good plan. Sometimes, we need a bit of space to see the bigger picture.
It's just that I've grown so attached to this part of my life. Letting go is tough.
I get it. We all have our moments of nostalgia. But remember, the future holds new adventures and possibilities.
You're right. I should focus on what's ahead. It's all over now, but there are more stories to be written.
Absolutely. Your journey is far from finished. and I'm excited to see where it takes you.
Thanks for the encouragement. It means a lot to me.
Anytime. We're in this together, no matter where life leads.
Hold on to something or someone tightly.
Did you find your phone? I remember you were looking for it earlier.
Yeah, I finally located it. It was in my bag all along. I need to remember to hang on to it more carefully.
It happens to the best of us. I always double-check my pockets now after that one time I lost my keys.
Good advice. I should do the same. By the way, have you decided whether to sell your old car or hang on to it?
I'm still debating. It's got sentimental value, but I don't really use it much. Thinking of selling, but part of me wants to hang on to it.
Sentimental value can be powerful. It's tough letting go of things with memories attached.
Exactly. I have a lot of memories in that car, but practicality says it might be time to move on.
It's a dilemma, for sure. Sometimes it's hard to decide whether to let go or hang on to things, especially when there's an emotional connection.
I'll weigh the options and decide soon. It's always a balance between practicality and sentiment.
Sick as a dog, very ill.
Hey, how have you been feeling lately?
Oh, not great, to be honest. I've been as sick as a dog this past week.
That's no good. What's been bothering you?
It started with a sore throat, then fever, and now it's turned into a nasty cough. I haven't felt this unwell in a long time.
Have you seen a doctor?
Yeah, I went yesterday. They diagnosed it as the flu, and I've got some medication to help. But it's been tough.
I can imagine. Being sick is never fun. Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, but I'm mostly just resting and drinking lots of fluids. Your company is enough for now.
Well, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I hope you get better soon.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Being sick as a dog is no fun, but I'll get through it.
Take it easy and get plenty of rest. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
Demanding explanations.
Hey, I saw your post on social media last night. What's the deal with that?
Oh, you mean the one with my new pet lizard?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know you were into reptiles. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Well, it was a bit of a spontaneous decision. I've been researching about them for a while, and I finally decided to get one.
That's all well and good, but why didn't you mention it to me, your best friend? I would have expected you to share something like this.
I know, and I'm sorry about that. It all happened so fast, and I guess I got caught up in the excitement.
Alright, fair enough. But I also noticed you got a new job, and you didn't tell me about that either. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I wanted to have a proper conversation about both the lizard and the job change.
It just seems strange that you're keeping such big things from me. We've always been open about everything.
I understand, and I promise I'll be more communicative in the future. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and make poor choices in sharing news.
I appreciate that you're owning up to it. Just remember, we're here to support each other through all these changes.
You're absolutely right. I value our friendship and should have been more considerate. Thanks for calling me out on this.
No problem. Just keep me in the loop next time, okay?
Definitely. And let's catch up properly soon. I've got a lot to share.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping
I can't believe the boss gave us another project on top of everything we're already working on.
Yeah, it's like the last straw, isn't it? I thought we were already stretched thin.
I've had enough of this. It's getting unbearable. I can't keep up with the workload.
I feel exactly the same way. It's time to address this issue with management. This is just too much.
Agreed. We need to set some boundaries and make them understand our limits.
Maybe we can request a meeting with our manager to discuss workload distribution and find a more sustainable way to handle tasks.
That sounds like a good plan. It's not just about our productivity, it's about our well-being too.
The last thing we want is to burn out. We deserve a healthier work environment.
You're right. Let's not let this be the last straw that breaks the camel's back. We have a voice, and it's time to use it.
Absolutely. We need to advocate for ourselves and our colleagues.
shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different.
Bring about, cause or make something happen.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
Have you heard about the new environmental regulations coming into effect next year?
Yes, I have. They're designed to bring about a significant reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, right?
Exactly. The goal is to bring about a cleaner and more sustainable environment. It's a positive step.
I agree. It's essential to bring about change in our approach to the environment.
And the government is offering incentives to businesses that implement eco-friendly practices to bring about compliance.
That's a smart way to bring about industry-wide change. Financial incentives can be a strong motivator.
It's not only about reducing emissions, but also about bringing about a shift towards renewable energy sources.
That's crucial. To bring about a greener future, we need to transition to cleaner energy.
I think these regulations will bring about a more sustainable and responsible way of living and doing business.
I hope so. It's high time we bring about these changes for the well-being of our planet and future generations.
Agreed. It's a responsibility to bring about a positive impact.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. 'Cause everybody...
The early bird catches the worm. Being early can lead to success.
Good morning. You're here bright and early.
Yep, I've always believed in that saying. The early bird catches the worm. How about you?
I'm more of a night owl, but today I decided to give it a try. What's the plan for the day?
Well, I've got a lot on my plate at work, so I figured I'd get an early start to tackle everything. Plus, I found I'm more productive in the morning.
That's true. The office is so much quieter in the morning. It's easier to focus.
Exactly. And you get a head start on the day while others are still waking up.
It's just so tough for me to get up early, though. I prefer burning the midnight oil.
Hey, whatever works best for you. We all have our own rhythms. But there's something about a fresh, quiet morning that's really inspiring.
You're right. Maybe I should give it a shot more often. The early bird catches the worm, after all.
It doesn't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work for you, at least you've experienced a different part of the day.
True. Thanks for the morning motivation. I'll give it a shot and see how it goes.
See eye to eye, to agree with someone.
So we've been discussing this project for a while, and I think it's time we make a decision.
I agree. We need to move forward, but I'm not sure we see eye to eye on the best approach.
That's true. I've been thinking about it, and I believe the key is focusing on efficiency.
Efficiency is crucial, but I think we should prioritize creativity and innovation in this case.
I see where you're coming from, and I do appreciate the creative aspects, but I'm concerned about meeting our tight deadlines.
Deadlines are important, no doubt. However, if we don't deliver something unique, it won't matter when we finish.
I suppose that's a valid point. How about we find a way to strike a balance between efficiency and creativity?
That sounds like a reasonable compromise. We should make sure both aspects are well represented in the final plan.
Agreed. Let's work together to ensure we reach a solution where we both see eye to eye.
Perfect. I think we can achieve something great if we combine our strengths and ideas.
Absolutely. I appreciate your perspective, and I believe it will make our project stronger.
Can I help you with anything?
Hey, how's it going? Can I help you with anything? Oh, hey. Thanks for asking. I'm actually looking for a book I heard about, but I'm not sure where to find it in this bookstore. No problem at all. What's the title or author's name? I might be able to point you in the right direction. It's called The Silent Observer by Sarah Collins. I think I know where that is. Follow me. It should be in the fiction section toward the back. Thanks a lot for helping me find it. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Is there anything else you're looking for? Actually, yes. I'm also interested in some classic literature. Do you have any recommendations?
Absolutely. Have you read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen? Or To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee?
I've heard of those but haven't read them. I'll check them out. Thanks for the suggestions.
My pleasure. Enjoy your reading, and if you need any more help, feel free to ask.
Will do. Thanks again for your assistance.
No problem at all. Happy reading.
The early bird catches the worm. Being early can lead to success.
Hey, why do you always arrive at the office so early?
Well, you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. I find it's the best time to focus and get things done without distractions.
I've heard that phrase, but I'm more of a night owl. I prefer burning the midnight oil.
That's a valid approach too, but for me, starting the day early helps me feel more organized and less rushed. It sets a productive tone.
I can see the benefits, but I'm just not a morning person. I function better in the evenings.
It's all about finding what works best for you. The key is to be productive and effective, whether it's early or late.
True, it's just that waking up early is a struggle for me.
Maybe you can gradually shift your routine if you ever want to give it a try. But remember, the most important thing is to catch that worm, no matter when you do it.
Absolutely, as long as the job gets done, right?
Silver lining, finding something positive in a difficult situation.
Hey, I heard about your recent job loss. How are you holding up?
It's been tough, no doubt. But you know, there's always a silver lining to these situations.
Really? What's your silver lining in this?
Well, it's given me the chance to reevaluate my career path. I've been thinking about pursuing something I'm truly passionate about, even if it means starting from scratch.
That's a positive way to look at it. Any specific plans?
I'm considering going back to school for that graphic design program I've always been interested in. I figure it's now or never.
That sounds exciting. What about the financial aspect?
That's where the challenge is. I'll need to tighten my budget and explore scholarships and part-time work options. But I'm willing to make sacrifices for my passion.
I admire your determination. Sometimes adversity can be the catalyst for positive change.
Absolutely. I'm determined to find that silver lining, even in the darkest clouds.
I have to take a back seat.
I've been the team leader for a while now, but I think it's time for me to take a back seat.
Really? What brought about this decision?
I've noticed that some team members have great potential, and I want to give them a chance to step up and lead. It's also a way for me to focus on other aspects of my work.
That's a very selfless approach. It can be tough to let go of control and allow others to take the lead.
It is, but it's essential for growth, both for me and the team. I believe in their abilities, and I want to see them flourish.
I admire your perspective. It takes a strong leader to know when to step back and empower others.
Thank you. I'll still be there to support and guide them when needed, but I want them to have the opportunity to shine.
I'm sure your team will appreciate your support and the chance to develop their leadership skills.
I hope so. It's a new chapter for me, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds.
Best of luck with this transition. I'm sure it will lead to great things for you and your team.
Come apart, disintegrate or fall apart.
Did you try fixing the old chair in the living room?
Yeah, I gave it a shot, but it seems like it's just going to come apart. The wood is in bad shape.
Maybe it's time to get a new one. We don't want it to come apart while someone is sitting on it.
True. I'll look into buying a replacement. The chair has served us well, but it's starting to come apart at the seams.
It happens. Things age, and eventually, they come apart. Speaking of which, have you checked the washing machine? I heard some strange noises earlier.
I did. Unfortunately, it looks like it's about to come apart. The repairman said it might be more cost-effective to get a new one.
That's not ideal, but if it's going to come apart soon, it's better to invest in a new one. Let's go shopping for a washing machine this weekend.
Agreed. We can't have essential appliances coming apart on us unexpectedly. I'll start researching options before we go shopping.
Use your head, think and make smart decisions.
Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch.
I can't decide whether I should invest in that new startup or not. The risks are high.
Well, it's a tough call, but sometimes you have to use your head and assess the potential gains and losses.
I know, but there's so much uncertainty in the market right now. It's making me hesitant.
Understandable, but remember, calculated risks can lead to great rewards. Think about the research you've done and the expert opinions you've gathered.
You're right. I've done my homework. I guess I'm just nervous about taking that leap.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you believe in the idea and see a promising future, maybe it's time to use your head and trust your instincts.
I'll give it some more thought. Maybe it's time to be bold and make a well-informed decision.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, you need to step out of your comfort zone to achieve something significant. Don't overthink it, but to use your head wisely.
Thanks for the advice. I'll weigh the pros and cons and make a choice with a clear head.
I'm building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society. So
Have you got much going on these days?
Hey, how's it going? Have you got much going on these days?
Hey, yeah, it's been quite busy lately. Work's been piling up, the usual.
Oh, I hear you. Work can be a real handful. Anything specific keeping you occupied?
Well, there's this big project at the office that's been eating up most of my time. It's been challenging, but also pretty exciting. And of course, the usual meetings and deadlines.
Sounds intense. How do you manage to balance it all?
Honestly, it's been a bit of a juggling act. I've been trying to prioritize tasks and delegate some stuff when I can. And, taking short breaks to recharge helps too.
That's smart. Self-care is essential during hectic times. On a lighter note, any fun plans in the pipeline to unwind?
Well, I'm hoping to squeeze in a weekend getaway soon. I could really use a change of scenery and some relaxation.
That sounds fantastic. Let me know when you're free, and maybe we can catch up over coffee or something.
Definitely, I'll keep you posted. It'd be great to catch up and unwind together.
Looking forward to it. In the meantime, take care and don't let work overwhelm you too much.
Thanks, you too.
It's not as bad as it seems.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play.
I just got the results from the test, and it's not looking good. I'm really worried.
I'm sorry to hear that, but remember, it's not as bad as it seems. What did the doctor say?
The doctor said there might be some complications, and it's scary.
It's natural to be concerned, but sometimes our minds make things seem worse than they are.
I can't help but think of the worst-case scenarios.
I understand, but let's take it one step at a time. You're not alone, we'll get through this together.
Thanks for being there. I just needed someone to talk to.
Of course. And keep in mind that medical advances have come a long way. What you're facing may have treatment options.
I'll try to stay positive and not jump to conclusions.
That's the spirit. Remember, it's not as bad as it seems, and we'll navigate this uncertainty together.
Your support means the world to me. Thank you.
Anytime, my friend. We're in this together, no matter what.
It's all in the details.
You know, I was just looking at this painting, and I realized it's all in the details.
I completely agree. It's the little things that make it truly remarkable. What stood out to you?
Well, at first glance, it seemed like a simple landscape, but when you look closer, you see the intricate brushwork and the play of light on the leaves.
Yes, and those delicate shades of blue in the background create such a serene atmosphere. It's as if the artist painted a whole world within a small canvas.
Exactly. And it reminds me of that project we worked on last month. Remember how we had to pay attention to every little detail to get it right?
Oh, I sure do. It was a lot of work, but it paid off. The client loved the precision and quality. Just like this painting, success often lies in those details.
True. It's a good reminder that we should always strive for excellence, even when it seems like the big picture is all that matters.
Absolutely. Those details are the building blocks of greatness. This painting is a masterpiece because of the artist's dedication to those small elements.
Well said! Let's keep that in mind as we tackle our next project. It's all in the details.
Check-in, register at a hotel or airport.
We've arrived at the hotel. Let's check in and drop off our bags before exploring the city.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and check in at the front desk while you grab the bags from the car.
How's the check-in process going? Any issues?
No, it's going smoothly. They just need to see our IDs and a credit card for incidentals.
Perfect. I'll have those ready. Once we're checked in, we can head to our room and rest a bit.
All set. We're officially checked in, and I've got our room key.
Great. Let's head up to our room and unwind for a bit before we start exploring the city.
The flight's in a couple of hours. We should check in as soon as possible to avoid any rush.
You're right. Let's check in at the kiosk, and then we can grab something to eat before the flight.
All checked in. Now, let's find a place to eat before our flight boards.
Agreed. Let's have a nice meal before we head home.
I have to get a grip.
I've been so overwhelmed lately. I feel like I have to get a grip.
I can see you're going through a tough time. What's been bothering you?
It's work, family, everything. I'm juggling so much, and it's starting to slip through my fingers.
It happens to the best of us. Maybe it's time to take a step back and prioritize.
You're right. I've been spread too thin. I need to refocus on what really matters.
That's a good place to start. Sometimes, regaining control is about simplifying and focusing on what's essential.
I've also been neglecting my own well-being. I need to take better care of myself.
Self-care is crucial. You can't pour from an empty cup. Remember to prioritize your mental and physical health.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we all go through challenging times. It's essential to reach out for help and regain control when things feel chaotic.
I'll take your advice to heart. I need to get a grip on my life and start making positive changes.
You've got this, and you don't have to do it alone. We're here for you.
Your guess is as good as mine, neither person has more information or knowledge than the other.
Do you have any idea when the construction on our street will be finished?
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest. It's been going on forever.
It's so frustrating. They never seem to give us a clear timeline.
Yeah, I hear you. I've asked the workers, but they're not sure either.
I hope it's soon. The noise and traffic are unbearable.
Tell me about it. I wish I could give you a definite answer, but I'm just as clueless.
Well, I guess we'll have to be patient and wait for them to wrap it up.
That's all we can do. Maybe one day, we'll wake up, and it'll be magically finished.
Haha, that would be nice. But for now, your guess is as good as mine when it comes to when this construction will end.
Agreed. Let's hope it's sooner rather than later.
Come along with, accompany or join someone.
I'm planning to visit the art gallery this weekend. Want to come along with me?
Sure, I'd love to come along with you. I haven't been to an art gallery in ages.
Great. It'll be fun to have someone come along with me. There's an exhibition on modern art that I've been wanting to see.
Sounds interesting. I'm glad you asked me to come along. By the way, have you heard about the new coworking space downtown?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about it. Maybe we can check it out after the art gallery.
That's a good idea. I've been considering trying it out. It would be nice to have someone come along with me to check it out.
Definitely. I'm always up for exploring new places. It's more enjoyable when you have someone to come along with.
Agreed. I appreciate you inviting me to come along this weekend. Looking forward to the art gallery and checking out the coworking space together.
Checking in at the airport.
Excuse me, could you tell me where I can check in for my flight to Paris?
Certainly. The check-in counters for flights to Paris are located just ahead to your left. You'll see the sign indicating the airline.
Thank you. I hope I'm not running late. Is there anything I should know before checking in?
Not to worry, you still have plenty of time. Do you have your passport and e-ticket ready?
Yes, I have them right here.
Perfect. Make sure to have your luggage tagged and weighed. The airline's baggage allowance is 23 kilograms for checked baggage.
Got it. And what about carry-on luggage?
You're allowed one carry-on bag and a personal item. Please ensure they meet the size and weight restrictions. The airline staff will guide you through the process.
Okay, that sounds straightforward. Is there anything else I should be aware of?
Once you complete the check-in process, you'll receive your boarding pass. Keep it safe as you'll need it to board the plane. Additionally, check the departure gate on the information screens and allow enough time for security checks.
Thank you for your assistance. I feel more at ease now.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful journey and enjoy your time in Paris.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
I can't believe what happened at the meeting today. It was just the last straw for me.
Oh no, what went wrong?
Well, you know that ongoing project we've been working on? They changed the entire direction without any notice, and I've had enough of it.
That does sound frustrating, but is it really the last straw?
It's not just that. It's been piling up for months. First, the unrealistic deadlines, then the constant micromanagement, and now this abrupt change. I can't take it anymore.
I get it. It's tough when you feel like your concerns aren't being heard.
Exactly. I've been patient, but today's meeting was the final straw. I need to talk to the higher UPS about this.
Sometimes, that's what it takes to bring about change. I support your decision.
Thanks. I've reached my limit, and I can't just sit back anymore. It's time to address these issues head on.
I'm here for you, and I hope this will lead to a positive resolution. Sometimes, the last straw is the one that breaks the camel's back and sparks change for the better.
Biting the hand that feeds you, harming or being ungrateful to the person who helps or supports you.
I heard you're having issues with your job again. What's going on?
It's frustrating. My boss keeps piling on more work without a raise or recognition.
That's tough. But aren't they usually pretty supportive?
Yeah, they used to be. It feels like I'm biting the hand that feeds me by complaining, but I can't keep up like this.
It's not wrong to expect fair compensation for your hard work. You're not biting the hand that feeds you. You're advocating for your worth.
I just worry about job security if I push back too much.
I understand your concern, but sometimes standing up for yourself is the only way to see change. Maybe it's time for a candid conversation with your boss.
You're right. It's just hard to find the right words without sounding ungrateful.
Try framing it as a discussion about your career growth and value to the company. That way, it won't come across as biting the hand that feeds you, but rather a constructive dialogue.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the advice. It's time to address this before I become too resentful.
You got this. Don't feel guilty for advocating for yourself. It's a healthy part of your professional journey.
Read between the lines to understand a deeper or hidden meaning in what is said or written.
You know, I've been thinking about our last conversation, and I have to say, I found it really interesting.
Oh, did you? It was just a casual chat, really.
Well, that's the thing. I've known you for a while, and I couldn't help but feel that there might be more to it. I mean, when you mentioned your future plans, it got me wondering.
Future plans? Not much to say, just the usual, you know.
Right. But when you said, we'll see where life takes me, I couldn't help but feel like you might be keeping something under wraps.
You're reading too much into it. Sometimes, a vague answer is just that.
Fair enough. I just thought, perhaps, there was more to the story.
Well, if there were, you'd be the first to know. You've always been good at reading between the lines.
Thanks for saying that. I value our friendship, and I'm here if you ever want to talk about anything.
I appreciate that, really. It's just, some things are not easy to put into words.
Go off on, become angry or start criticizing someone.
I heard you had a disagreement with Jake during the meeting. What happened?
Yeah, it was frustrating. He kept interrupting me every time I tried to make a point. I finally had to go off on him to get my message across.
Going off on him might not be the best approach. It could create tension in the team. Did you try talking to him privately afterward?
I get it, but I was just so fed up with his constant interruptions. I had to let him know it was unacceptable.
I understand it's frustrating, but going off on a colleague in a meeting can affect the team dynamics. Maybe next time, find a way to address it without escalating the situation.
You're right. I should have handled it differently. I'll talk to Jake privately and try to resolve the issue without getting angry.
That sounds like a more constructive approach. It's important to maintain a positive working environment. Going off on someone can have long-term consequences.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
I have to find my bearings.
I've been feeling lost lately, like I have to find my bearings.
It's okay to feel that way. Life can be disorienting sometimes. What's been going on?
I've had a lot of changes at work and in my personal life. Everything seems to be shifting. And I'm not sure where I'm headed.
Change can be challenging, but it also presents new opportunities. Have you considered talking to someone about it?
I've thought about it, maybe a career counselor or a therapist. I just need some guidance.
That's a good idea. They can help you navigate this period of uncertainty and discover your path.
I hope so. It's just hard to admit that I'm not sure about what I want or where I'm going.
It's a sign of self-awareness to acknowledge that. It's the first step toward finding your bearings and making the right choices.
Thanks for understanding. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we all go through moments of confusion. You're not alone in this journey, and you'll find your way.
I hope so. It's time for me to rediscover my direction and purpose.
Go out, leave your home or stop burning, for a fire or light.
It's getting late. Are you ready to go out to the restaurant for dinner?
Not yet. I just need to go out and check the mailbox. I'll be ready in a minute.
No problem. I'll wait for you. Meanwhile, I'll go out and warm up the car. The car's ready. Let's go out to the restaurant.
Sounds good. I've got the mail, so I can go out and join you in the car.
Do you think we should go out for a walk after dinner? The weather is nice tonight.
That's a great idea. After dinner, we can go out for a leisurely stroll in the park.
It's settled, then. After we finish eating, we'll go out for a nice walk and enjoy the evening.
I'm looking forward to it. Going out for a walk is a perfect way to end the day.
Teaching children.
Sarah, I've been thinking about how we're teaching our children. Lately, I feel like we're not on the same page when it comes to discipline and values.
What do you mean, John? I thought we were aligned in our approach to parenting.
It's just that I've noticed inconsistencies in how we handle certain situations. Sometimes I feel like you're too lenient, and other times, I think I come off as too strict. It's confusing for the kids.
I understand your concerns, John. Parenting is a learning process, and we might not always get it right. But I believe in finding a balance between discipline and understanding.
I agree, but we need to establish some consistency in our approach. It's important for our children to have clear boundaries and understand the values we want to instill in them.
You're right. Let's sit down and have an open discussion about our parenting styles. We can share our perspectives, listen to each other's concerns, and find a middle ground that works for our family.
That sounds like a good plan, Sarah. Our unity and cooperation in teaching our children will help them grow into responsible and respectful individuals. Together, we can create a nurturing environment that fosters their development.
You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Achieving something often requires sacrifices.
I'm really nervous about starting my own business. What if I fail?
You know, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Success often comes after some setbacks and failures.
Yeah, but what if I lose everything I've worked for?
It's a valid concern, but sometimes taking risks is the only way to achieve your dreams. Every successful entrepreneur has faced failure along the way.
I suppose you're right. It's just hard to overcome the fear of failure.
I understand. But remember, failure is a stepping stone to success. It's how we learn and grow.
That's a good point. I need to be more resilient and not let the fear of failure hold me back.
Exactly. Embrace challenges and keep learning from your mistakes. That's how you'll eventually achieve your goals.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep pushing forward, even if it means breaking a few eggs along the way.
That's the spirit. You've got the determination, and I believe you can make that omelet, even if some eggs crack in the process.
Hopes and desires.
Have you ever thought about what you'd do if you could travel anywhere in the world?
Oh, all the time. I've got this dream of backpacking through Europe and exploring all those historic cities and beautiful landscapes.
That sounds incredible. Do you have a specific route in mind?
I've always wanted to start in Paris, then make my way through Italy, and eventually end up in Greece. The idea of experiencing different cultures and trying new foods is so exciting to me.
It really does sound like an amazing adventure. I've always had this dream of living in a cabin in the mountains for a while, away from the hustle and bustle.
That sounds so serene. Just you and nature, right?
Exactly. Waking up to fresh mountain air, hiking, and spending evenings by a cozy fireplace. It's a simple life that's always appealed to me.
I can totally see the appeal. And what about your career aspirations? Do you have any dreams you're working towards?
I've always wanted to write a novel. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to see my stories in bookstores and have people enjoy them.
That's amazing. You're such a talented writer. I have no doubt you'll achieve that dream.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What about you? Any big career goals?
Well, I've always been fascinated by marine life. My dream job would be to work as a marine biologist, studying and conserving underwater ecosystems.
That's not just a job, it's a noble mission. I'm sure you'd make a huge impact.
I hope so. It's always been a passion of mine, and I'm determined to make it a reality.
Here's to us chasing our dreams and making them come true, no matter where they take us.
Cheers to that. It's what makes life exciting and meaningful.
It's not the end of the world.
I can't believe I made that mistake at work. It feels like the end of the world.
Hey, it happens to all of us. I promise you, it's not the end of the world.
I know, but it's a major setback. I'm worried about what my boss will say.
I get it, but think of it as a learning opportunity. We all stumble sometimes, and it's how we recover that matters most.
I guess you're right. It's just hard not to overthink it.
I totally understand. Take a deep breath, learn from the mistake, and do your best to make amends. It's not the end of the world. It's a chance to grow.
Thanks for the support. I needed some perspective.
Of course. We're here to help each other through the ups and downs. And remember, your job doesn't define your worth.
You're right. I'll tackle it head on and keep moving forward.
That's the spirit. You've got the resilience to bounce back. And it's definitely not the end of the world.
Thanks for being such a great friend. Your reassurance means a lot to me.
Anytime. We're in this together.
Pull someone's leg, tease or joke with someone.
Hey, did you hear about the new office policy they're rolling out next week?
No, what's the scoop?
Well, it's a real doozy. They're introducing a mandatory, casual Fridays dress code for the entire week. Can you believe it?
Seriously? That's wild. I mean, I don't mind dressing casually, but the entire week? They're really pulling our leg with this one.
I thought the same thing. I was worried they'd make us wear pajamas every day. But then I realized it's just an April Fool's joke, and they announced it a bit early.
Haha, that's a good one. They sure got us with that. I was starting to wonder if I should invest in a new wardrobe.
Yeah, they had me going for a minute there too. But seriously, it's just one day a week, right?
Oh, absolutely. But don't be surprised if you see me in my best PJs on those Fridays.
Haha, sounds like a plan. We can all use a little extra comfort at work.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action.
So, I've been thinking about our project. We've covered the research part. Now the ball is in our court. What's your take on our next steps?
I completely agree. It's time for us to put our plan into action. I think we should start by outlining a clear timeline and breaking down the tasks. That way, we can ensure everyone knows their role and the deadlines.
Good point. We also need to consider potential obstacles that might come our way and have contingency plans in place.
Absolutely. It's essential to be proactive in anticipating challenges. We should allocate some time for testing and refining our work before the final presentation.
Speaking of the presentation, we should discuss the key points we want to highlight. We want it to be both informative and engaging.
I agree. We need to focus on the most compelling aspects of our research and findings, and we should think about visuals to make the data more accessible.
Let's aim for a balance between information and engagement, then. Sounds like a plan. How about we regroup in a few days with our individual proposals on the project timeline and presentation strategy?
That sounds like a great idea. We'll have a clear direction, and we can iron out the details when we meet again. The ball is definitely in our court, and I'm ready to take the shot.
Check out, examine or investigate something.
Hey, have you had a chance to check out the new software our department installed on our computers?
Not yet, I've been swamped with other tasks. Why do we need to check it out?
Well, there have been some reports of bugs and glitches, so I think it's essential to check it out and see if it's affecting our workflow.
I see. I'll make time to check it out tomorrow and report any issues to it.
Thanks, that would be great. It's crucial that we check out these problems and address them promptly to avoid any productivity setbacks.
Agreed. I'll also check out the user guide to understand the software better, in case that's contributing to the issues.
Excellent idea. The more we can check out and learn about this software, the smoother our work processes will be.
Absolutely. I'll make it a priority to check out the software tomorrow and keep you updated on my findings.
Thanks for being proactive about it. Let's hope checking it out leads to a quick resolution.
Should we grab a bite to eat?
Hey, it's been a long day. Should we grab a bite to eat?
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. Any cuisine in mind?
How about Italian? I heard there's a new place that opened downtown.
Italian sounds fantastic. I've been craving some good pasta. What's the name of the place?
It's called Bella Cucina. I've heard great reviews about their homemade pasta dishes.
Perfect. I'm in the mood for some comfort food. What time should we head over?
Well, I need to finish up a few things at the office. How about we meet there at 7:30?
Sounds good. Gives me some time to unwind at home.
Great. I'll make a reservation for 2.
Awesome, thanks. Oh, and don't forget to check if they have any gluten-free options, just in case.
Will do. Looking forward to it.
Me too. It's been a while since we had a nice dinner out.
See you at 7:30 then.
See you there.
What is your travel date?
Hi, I'm looking to book a flight. Can you help me with that?
Of course. I'd be happy to assist you. Could you please let me know your travel date?
I'm planning to travel on the 18th of July.
Great. And are you looking for a one-way ticket or a round trip?
I'll need a round-trip ticket, please.
All right, let me check the available flights for you. Do you have a preferred return date?
Ideally, I'd like to return on the 25th of July.
Perfect. Now, which airport will you be departing from and arriving at?
I'll be departing from London Heathrow Airport and arriving at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York.
Got it. Let me search for the best options for you. Are you flexible with the departure time, or do you have a specific preference?
I would prefer an early morning departure if possible.
I have a few flights matching your preferences. The prices range from $500 to $700 depending on the airline and specific flights. Are you looking for any specific airline?
No, I don't have a preference. Price and convenience are more important to me.
Understood. Based on your requirements, I recommend Flight ABC departing on the 18th at 7 o'clock a.m. and returning on the 25th at 9 o'clock a.m. The total cost would be $550. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds perfect. Please go ahead and book it for me.
Sure. I'll need your personal details and payment information to proceed with the booking.
I have to go with the flow.
You seem so calm and relaxed, even with all the changes happening in your life. How do you do it?
Well, I've learned to adapt and go with the flow. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control everything just adds stress.
I admire that perspective, but I find it hard to let go of control.
I used to be like that too. It takes time and practice to trust the process and have faith that things will work out.
What's your secret?
I focus on what I can control and accept what I can't. It's about finding balance and not dwelling on what's beyond my influence.
That makes sense. I need to start embracing uncertainty instead of fearing it.
Exactly. Embracing change and uncertainty can lead to new opportunities and growth.
Thanks for the advice. I'll work on going with the flow more often.
You're welcome. Just remember, it's a journey, and it's okay to take it one step at a time.
I appreciate your wisdom. I'll keep that in mind as I navigate life's twists and turns.
Under the weather, feeling unwell.
Hey, you don't look your usual self today. Are you okay?
I've been feeling under the weather for the past few days. Just a nasty cold, I think.
Oh no, that's not good. Have you seen a doctor or taken any medicine?
I haven't seen a doctor yet, but I'm taking some over-the-counter cold medicine. It helps a bit.
You should definitely see a doctor if it persists. It's better to be safe.
Yeah, you're right. If it doesn't improve soon, I'll make an appointment.
Is there anything I can do to help? Need some soup or groceries?
Thanks, that's really kind of you, but I've got some supplies. I'm just trying to rest and recover.
Well, if you change your mind, don't hesitate to let me know. And remember, plenty of fluids and rest can do wonders when you're under the weather.
Thanks, I appreciate your concern. I'll take it easy and hope to bounce back soon.
Take care of yourself, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
Bring up, raise or mention a topic in conversation.
Hey, have you had a chance to bring up the new project proposal in the team meeting yet?
Not yet. I was planning to bring it up in today's meeting. I think it's an excellent opportunity to discuss the project's potential.
That's a good idea. I know we need to bring up the budget constraints and potential challenges we might face. It's crucial to address those issues early on.
Absolutely. And I also want to bring up the timeline. We should discuss how quickly we can get this project off the ground.
Agreed. The timeline is a critical factor. Let's make sure we bring up all these points during the meeting so that everyone is on the same page.
Sounds like a plan. I'll make sure to bring up these topics and encourage input from the team to ensure a comprehensive discussion.
Great. Thanks for taking the lead on that. Let's aim for a productive and fruitful meeting today.
Should we eat out tonight?
Hey, it's been a long day. Should we eat out tonight?
That sounds like a great idea. I'm too tired to cook. Any specific type of cuisine in mind?
How about trying that new Thai restaurant that opened downtown? I heard they have amazing dishes.
Thai sounds delicious. I'm up for it. What time were you thinking?
Well, I need to finish up a few things at work, so how about we aim for 7 o'clock p.m.?
Works for me. Gives me some time to unwind after this hectic day.
Excellent. I'll make a reservation, just in case.
Perfect. Thanks. And don't forget to ask if they have any vegetarian options. My friend might join us.
Will do. Looking forward to it. Thai food and good company. What more could we ask for?
Exactly. See you at 7 o'clock p.m. And thanks for suggesting this.
My pleasure. See you then, and let's enjoy a well-deserved break from the kitchen.
I have my work cut out for me.
How's your new job going?
It's good, but I have my work cut out for me, that's for sure.
What's making it so challenging?
Well, the project they assigned me is pretty complex. It involves a lot of data analysis and creating new strategies. Plus, the deadline is tight.
That does sound like a lot to handle. How are you managing it?
I've been putting in extra hours and breaking it down into smaller tasks. I've also been seeking guidance from some colleagues who've been through similar projects.
That's a smart approach. It sounds like you're determined to get the job done.
Absolutely. I know it won't be easy, but I'm up for the challenge. It's an opportunity to prove myself in this new role.
Well, you've always been resourceful and hardworking. I have no doubt you'll succeed.
Thanks. I appreciate your support. I'll keep pushing through. I have my work cut out for me, but I'll get there.
I believe in you. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. We're in this together.
That means a lot. Thanks, friend.
It's not a laughing matter.
Did you hear what happened to Mark? He lost his job and his car broke down on the same day.
That's terrible. I feel sorry for him, but I have to say, it's quite an unfortunate coincidence.
I know, but the way he tells it, it's almost comical. He was laughing about it.
Well, maybe he's using humor to cope with the stress.
I guess so, but it's not a laughing matter.
True, those are serious problems. Losing a job and having car trouble can be really challenging.
Exactly. I mean, I admire his ability to find humor in tough situations, but it's not something to take lightly.
People have different ways of handling adversity. Some use humor as a defense mechanism.
You're right. I should be more understanding.
It's okay to acknowledge that it's a difficult situation, even if he's trying to see the lighter side of it.
I'll check in on him and offer support. Maybe he needs that more than anything right now.
That's a great idea. He'll appreciate your concern during these tough times.
I have to cut to the chase.
Look, I appreciate your explanations, but we're short on time. I have to cut to the chase.
I understand. What's on your mind?
We've been discussing this project for weeks, but I need a clear answer. Are we going to proceed or not?
I see where you're coming from. I've reviewed everything, and I think it's a viable project. The benefits far outweigh the risks.
That's what I needed to know. Now, about the budget. Can we do it within the allocated funds?
It will be a stretch, but with some adjustments, I believe we can manage the costs.
Good. One more thing. Who's going to lead this project?
I've been in talks with Sarah, and she's the best fit for the job. She's experienced and has a great track record.
All right, that covers the key points. Let's move forward, and I'll sign off on it.
Great. I'll get everything set up. Thanks for cutting to the chase.
No problem. Sometimes we need to be direct to make progress.
Like a fish out of water, feeling uncomfortable or out of place in a particular situation.
How was your first day at the new job?
Oh, it was like a fish out of water, to be honest. Everything is so different from my old company.
Change can be tough, especially in a new environment. What specifically made you feel that way?
Well, the office layout, the software they use, and the company culture are also unfamiliar. I felt completely lost.
It's normal to feel that way initially. Remember, it takes time to adapt to a new workplace. Soon, you'll find your rhythm.
I hope so. I was so used to my old routine, and now I have to relearn everything.
Just take it one step at a time. Ask questions, seek help from colleagues, and don't be too hard on yourself. You'll become like a fish in the water sooner than you think.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll give it my best shot and hope to adapt quickly.
That's the spirit. Remember, everyone was a newcomer once, and it gets better with time. You'll find your place in the new pond.
It's a shot in the dark.
I heard you're thinking about investing in that startup. Is it a sure thing?
Well, it's a bit of a shot in the dark, to be honest. The company's new, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the market.
That sounds risky. What made you consider it?
The potential for high returns is appealing. Plus, I believe in the founder's vision and the product they're developing.
It's admirable to support innovation, but a shot in the dark can be a gamble. Have you done your due diligence?
Absolutely. I've researched the industry, their competitors, and their financials. It's not a decision I'm taking lightly.
Well, I hope it works out for you. Sometimes, those shots in the dark lead to remarkable opportunities.
Thank you. I'm aware of the risks, but I also know that without taking some chances, we might miss out on great possibilities.
True. Best of luck, and I hope it turns out to be a well-aimed shot in the dark.
Thanks. I appreciate your support. Let's see where it leads.
I have no words.
I just heard the news, and I have no words.
I know, it's a shock. Sometimes life throws us the unexpected.
It's just so hard to comprehend. I never saw it coming.
Sometimes, things happen that we can't prepare for. All we can do is support each other through it.
I wish there was something I could say or do to make it better.
Just being here and listening means a lot. You don't always need words to show your support.
I just can't believe it, you know.
I understand. Sometimes events are beyond our understanding, and that's okay. It's okay to feel at a loss for words.
Thanks for being here and understanding. It means more than you know.
Anytime, my friend. In moments like these, sometimes silent support is the most comforting.
You're right. I have no words, but I have a lot of gratitude for your presence.
We'll get through this together. You're not alone.
I'll be back in an hour.
I'll be back in an hour.
Sure thing. Where are you headed?
I have a dentist appointment. Just a routine checkup.
Ah, got it. Don't forget to floss.
I won't. Do you need anything while I'm out?
Nah, I'm good for now. I'll probably just catch up on some reading.
Alright, if you change your mind, just shoot me a text.
Will do. Do you want me to keep an eye on anything in the meantime?
Yes, please water the plants if you can. They're on the kitchen windowsill.
No problem. I'll take care of them. You know, they're my favorite part of the decor.
Thanks, they appreciate your attention. I'll be back before you know it.
Take your time, and good luck at the dentist.
Thanks. See you soon.
Carry forward. Transfer something to a later time or place.
We couldn't cover all the agenda items in the last meeting. What should we do about the pending matters?
Let's carry forward the unresolved topics to the next meeting. We can address them first thing.
Sounds good. I'll make a note to carry forward those items on the agenda. Also, the budget discussion needs more time.
Agreed. We can carry forward the budget discussion to a special session next week. That way, we can give it the attention it deserves.
Perfect. I'll inform the team that we're carrying forward the budget discussion. On another note, the deadline for the project is approaching, but we're behind schedule.
We might need to carry forward some tasks to the next phase. Let's reevaluate the timeline and see which tasks we can realistically carry forward without affecting the overall project.
That makes sense. I'll work on a revised timeline and identify which tasks we can carry forward without compromising quality. Thanks for your input.
No problem. It's essential to manage the workload effectively and, if needed, carry forward tasks strategically to ensure successful project completion.
Bring up, raise a child or introduce a topic.
How's everything going since you and Sarah decided to bring up the topic of having kids?
We've been having some deep conversations about it. We want to bring up the idea of starting a family, but there's a lot to consider.
It's a big step to bring up. Raising children changes everything.
Exactly, and we want to make sure we're fully prepared before we bring up the subject with our families.
That's wise. It's important to bring up such matters thoughtfully. Have you brought up the financial aspects too?
We've started to bring up budgeting for a child's expenses. It's another significant aspect to consider.
When you decide to bring up the topic with your families, how do you plan to do it?
We've discussed that as well. We want to bring up the conversation in a family meeting to have everyone's input.
That sounds like a well-thought-out approach. It's important to bring up this topic with sensitivity.
Definitely. We hope that by bringing up the topic carefully, our families will be supportive of our decision.
I'm sure they will appreciate your thoughtfulness when you bring it up. It's a big moment in your lives.
Anxiety.
Hey, are you okay? You seem a bit off today.
I'm just feeling really anxious lately. There's so much going on, and I can't shake this feeling of unease.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something specific that's triggering your anxiety?
It's a combination of work stress, personal worries, and just the constant pressure to keep up with everything. It's overwhelming.
I can understand how that can pile up. Have you tried any techniques to manage your anxiety?
I've been doing some deep breathing exercises, but they only help temporarily. It's like my mind keeps racing.
Maybe you should consider talking to a professional about it. A therapist or counselor could provide you with tools to manage your anxiety more effectively.
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure. What if they don't understand or think I'm just overreacting?
It's a common concern, but remember, mental health professionals are trained to help people with various levels of anxiety. They won't judge you and can provide valuable insights.
You're right. I guess I should give it a try. It's just hard to admit that I need help.
It takes courage to seek help, and it's a positive step towards taking care of yourself. And you're not alone. Many people go through this and come out stronger on the other side.
Thank you for understanding and offering support. It means a lot.
Of course, I'm here for you. And remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again for being there for me.
It's a mixed bag.
How was your day at the conference?
It's been a mixed bag, to be honest.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the morning sessions were incredibly informative. I learned a lot and connected with some interesting people.
That sounds great. What about the afternoon?
The afternoon, not so much. There was a technical glitch during the keynote, and my presentation got rescheduled.
That's frustrating. But at least you had a good start to the day.
Yeah, and the networking event in the evening was a hit. I made some valuable contacts, which I'm excited about.
So, it really was a mixed bag, with ups and downs.
Exactly. Life's like that sometimes, isn't it?
It sure is. The important thing is that you made the most of it, and found some silver linings.
You're right. I'll focus on the positives, and learn from the hiccups.
That's the spirit. It's a mixed bag, but you're handling it like a pro.
I have to take the bull by the horns.
You know, I've been avoiding that difficult conversation with my boss for weeks now.
I understand it can be intimidating, but at some point, you have to take the bull by the horns.
I know, it's just that I'm afraid of the potential consequences.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you don't address the issue, it may only get worse.
You're right. I can't keep putting it off. I need to confront it head on.
That's the spirit. Prepare what you want to say. Be respectful and assertive.
I'll do my best. It's just so nerve-wracking.
It's okay to feel nervous, but you'll feel relieved once it's off your chest.
I hope so. I appreciate your support.
You're not alone in this. If you need advice or someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Thanks. I'll schedule that meeting and take the bull by the horns. It's time to face it.
That's the attitude. You've got this.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't anticipate success before it's certain.
I'm so excited about the upcoming job interview. I can already imagine how great it would be to work there.
That's fantastic to hear, but just remember, Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's essential to stay grounded until you get that job offer.
You're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't help but think about the possibilities, though.
It's natural to be enthusiastic, but it's important not to set yourself up for disappointment if things don't go as planned.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll continue preparing and remain hopeful, but I won't assume anything until I have that offer in hand.
That's a good attitude. The interview is just one step in the process, and there can be many factors at play.
I appreciate your advice. I'll focus on doing my best during the interview and not let my expectations get the best of me.
That's the spirit. And remember, whether you get this job or not, you have the skills and determination to succeed in your career.
Thanks for the support and the reminder not to count my chickens before they hatch. I needed that perspective.
You're joking.
You won't believe it. I won the lottery yesterday.
You're joking.
Haha, gotcha. I wish. No, it was just a wild dream I had last night.
You really had me going there for a moment. I was about to ask you for a loan.
Sorry to disappoint. But hey, dreams can come true, right?
True, you never know. So, what's the plan for the weekend?
Well, I was thinking of climbing Mount Everest and then swimming the English Channel.
You're joking, right?
Haha, absolutely. I think I'll settle for a movie night and some pizza instead.
Good call. Count me in for the pizza and a movie marathon.
Great. It's a plan then. I promise not to joke about any extreme adventures this time.
Deal. And if you do win the lottery someday, don't forget your dear friend who believed your wild stories.
You got it. You'll be the first to know if I ever strike it rich.
A watched pot never boils. Time seems to pass slowly when you're waiting for something.
I can't believe how long it's taking for the water to boil. It feels like forever.
Well, you know what they say. A watched pot never boils.
True, but I'm so hungry, and I need that pasta to cook.
I get it. Impatience can make time feel even slower. Maybe you should step away and do something else for a bit.
I guess you're right. It's just hard not to keep staring at it.
I know the feeling, but you might be surprised how quickly it'll start boiling once you shift your attention.
All right, I'll go read a book or something. I just hope it doesn't boil over while I'm gone.
Haha, it should be fine. And don't worry, that rarely happens.
Thanks for the advice. I'll give it a shot. Maybe you're right, and I'll come back to a rolling boil.
I hope so. But remember, even if it doesn't, a watched pot never boils, so you'll have to practice some patience.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for keeping me company while I wait.
Find out, discover information or the truth.
Hey, have you had a chance to find out who won the contract for the new project?
Not yet. I've been swamped with other tasks, but I'll find out and let you know as soon as I do.
Great. It's been a topic of interest among the team, and finding out the winning bid will give us a clear picture of what's ahead.
I understand the importance. I'll make a few calls and find out from our contacts at the client's company.
Thanks for taking the initiative. Let's find out if we need to make any adjustments to our plans based on the chosen contractor.
Absolutely. Finding out the details will also help us prepare for the kickoff meeting and ensure a smooth transition.
That's a good point. Once we find out, we can start coordinating with the client and the winning team to align our strategies.
I'll get on it right away. We should find out the information soon and keep everyone in the loop.
Thanks for your help. Let's hope we find out the results without any delays.
It's a weight off my shoulders.
You look so relaxed today. What's your secret?
Well, I finally finished that big project I've been working on for months. It's such a relief, like a weight off my shoulders.
That's awesome. I remember how stressed you were about it. How does it feel to have it behind you?
It's amazing. I can breathe again, and it's like a huge burden has been lifted. I can focus on other things now.
I can imagine the sense of accomplishment you must be feeling.
Absolutely. I put so much effort into it, and seeing it come together in the end is incredibly satisfying.
What are you planning to do now that it's done?
I'm going to take a little break, catch up on some personal time, and then start thinking about new projects. But for now, I'm enjoying this moment.
You've earned it. It's nice to see you so relaxed and happy.
Thanks. It's a weight off my shoulders, and I'm looking forward to what comes next.
It's a drop in the bucket.
I can't believe we're still working on this project. It feels like we've been at it forever.
I know what you mean. It's been a long journey, but remember, it's just a drop in the bucket.
A drop in the bucket. How can you say that? It's been so much effort and time.
Well, think about it this way. In the grand scheme of things, this project is just a small part of our career. It's a learning experience, and it's building our skills for bigger things.
I guess you're right. It's just frustrating sometimes, and I want to see the results.
I totally get that. But you've got to remember that each small project, no matter how frustrating, contributes to the bigger picture. It's all about the journey.
You're right. Thanks for the perspective. I needed that.
Of course, anytime. Let's keep pushing through. One step at a time, and eventually, we'll see the big impact.
True, it's a drop in the bucket for now, but it'll add up.
Making an appointment.
Hi, I'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Smith. I've been having some persistent headaches.
Of course, I'd be happy to assist you. Can you please provide me with your full name and date of birth?
Sure, my name is Sarah Johnson, and my date of birth is April 15, 1985.
Thank you, Sarah. We have a few available slots next week. Would Tuesday or Thursday work better for you?
Tuesday would be great. Do you have anything in the afternoon?
Yes, we have a 2:30 p.m. slot available on Tuesday. Does that work for you?
That sounds perfect. Please go ahead and schedule me for that time.
Got it. You're all set for a Tuesday appointment at 2:30 p.m. with Dr. Smith. Just a reminder, please arrive a little early to complete any necessary paperwork.
Will do. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome, Sarah. If you have any questions before your appointment, feel free to give us a call.
I will. Thanks again, and have a great day.
You too, take care.
Giving opinions.
Have you seen the new superhero movie that just came out? I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah, I watched it over the weekend. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good, but it had a few flaws.
Oh, really? What kind of flaws are we talking about?
Well, the action scenes were amazing and the special effects were top-notch. But the plot felt a bit predictable, like I could see where it was going.
I see. So, would you still recommend watching it?
Definitely. If you're a fan of superhero movies, and you're looking for some great visuals, it's worth a watch. Just don't expect a groundbreaking story.
That makes sense. I appreciate your honest opinion. Sometimes, I'm in the mood for mindless action, but other times, I want a more engaging plot.
I totally get that. And if you're into mindless action, this movie delivers on that front. It's just that the story doesn't quite match up to the spectacle.
Thanks for giving me the lowdown. I think I'll check it out when I'm in the mood for some action-packed entertainment.
No problem. Just manage your expectations, and you'll probably enjoy it for what it is.
Will do. Thanks again for sharing your thoughts on it. It helps me decide whether to go see it or not.
Anytime. I'm always here to give you my 2 cents. Enjoy the movie if you end up watching it.
And that's it for today's English lesson. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more English language learning videos. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and we'll do our best to respond. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future English lessons. And if you want to take your English learning to the next level, check out our channel more often. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you in the next English lesson.